Hello, I'm Gordon Criswell, retired county assistant county administrator, and I'm here with Mayor David Alvey to have a conversation about some of the things that he gets across his desk from constituents. Mayor, I can only imagine the number of calls and emails you get around what I call quality of life issues. How do you answer the residents and businesses who come to you with these quality of life concerns that are very valid?
Yeah. Well, in fact, that's a great question, because I do receive calls all the time or emails about infrastructure problems. When I walk door to door, I have people point to their street and say, listen, we've got some real street problems. We need, the stormwater is running off into my property. And I say, I understand. This has been a long-standing problem. I think what infrastructure is so difficult because the amount of resources needed to solve the problem is pretty vast. So you've got to be very deliberate and intentional about taking this on. But yeah, I would say a day doesn't go by that I don't get a call or an email from someone about infrastructure. For too long, we have delayed investment. If you look at, for instance, our street pavement program, we're not even close to spending what we need to spend to really pave our roads, to keep them in great condition. They're deteriorating on a daily basis. If you look at our stormwater, we have multiple areas across the city where the culverts are not being taken care of. You'll get a road collapse, you have to close down a road, or because of the ditches or the condition of the overflow, it will come into people's properties and wash through their yard. These are all real serious problems. And there's no easy solution. It just takes time and, of course, investment. So, we really ought to be spending $20 million on our street paving. We're not even spending half that much right now. Our stormwater, the owner of a small 600-foot house, and that creates a little bout of rainwater because it hits the impervious surfaces and runs off. They're not creating that much stormwater runoff, but they pay the same amount for their house as a big box store pays, even with the parking lots and the massive structure. They create far more stormwater than my little house might, but I pay the same as them. That's got to change. That's just not equitable. So we're working on that and going to a better system on that. We also need to change out the street lights. People don't realize the street lights are owned by the city. The BPU provides that power for free. If we could change those street lights out to LED lights, we could save the BPU half the cost of the power and also provide better lighting and actually provide other upgrades to that infrastructure as we go along, like smart technology. So we have a lot of infrastructure needs that we're really looking at. You could also look at our parks and the facilities we have that we delayed maintenance on. For too long, I think we have kicked the can down the road because it's a hard conversation to have, not just here, but frankly, nationwide. But we have to have that conversation. We owe it to ourselves and to future generations to say, we're going to leave our community better than we found it.